What is going on, YouTube? My name is Nick, and welcome to another video here today, where I'm going to be doing an NCAA March Madness men's basketball tournament in NBA 2K. So I found this roster on the 2K share where someone created like all-time teams with college players, and basically all I had to do was like change the logos and the courts for every team. So that's what I did, and I filled up the rosters with real players, so there wasn't like just random guys on each team or like player fillers. And I did a simulation, a 29 game season with 30 college teams replacing NBA teams, and I set up a single game elimination tournament in NBA 2K. The quarters are 10 minutes in length. There are still 6 fouls, and then there's no injuries in this. And then This is what we got for the seeding here. The Cal Golden Bears are the #1 seed. They're 19-10. They have Jason Kidd and Jalen Brown and Sharif Abdur-Rahim, Kevin Johnson, Lamond Murray, highlighting their team. Indiana Pacers are the 2 seed in their conference with Isaiah Thomas, OG Anunoby, Dick Van Arsdale, George Mikan, Thomas Bryant, Victor Oladipo, Don Van Arsdale, and Eric Gordon. Gonzaga is the 3 seed with John Stockton, Jalen Suggs, Rui Hashimura, Kelly Olynyk, Domantas Sabonis, Chet Holmgren, Brandon Clark, Corey Kispert, Zach Collins, and Andrew Nembhard and Ronnie Turioff. Cincinnati is the 4 seed with the Big O, Lance Stevenson, Kenyon Martin, and Nick Van Exel. Arizona ended up being the 5 seed with Mike Bibby, Gilbert Arenas, and Iggy, DeAndre Ayton, and Richard Jefferson, Damon Stoudemire, Jason Terry, Laurie Markkinen, Eric Gordon, Benedict Mathurin, and Steve Kerr. Arizona State finished with a 17-12 record as the 6th seed. Fat Lever and James Harden highlight their team. Marquette was the first play-in team with Doc Rivers, Dwayne Wade, Jimmy Butler, Jay Crowder, Steve Novak, Juan Toscano, Wesley Matthews. Illinois made it with Derek Harper, Kendall Gill, Nick Anderson, Brian Cook, and Darren Williams. Georgia, also a play-in team with Anthony Edwards, KCP, Dominique Wilkins, and Nick Claxton. Florida made it. They have Jason Williams, Bradley Beal, Mike Miller, Al Horford, Joakim Noah, UD, Ferdinand Maxwell, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Maurice Spates, Corey Brewer, Trey Mann, Matt Bonner. A lot of talent there. Arkansas did not make it. They have Pat Bev, Sidney Moncrief, Joe Johnson, Bobby Portis, and Daniel Gafford on their team. Alabama didn't make it. They have Colin Sexton, Latrell Sprewell, Gerald Wallace, Robert Ory, Antonio McDyess, Herb Jones, Jermichael Green, and Mo Williams. Fresno State with Rayford Alston and Paul George did not make it. Their team is pretty bad. It was very bad. Auburn also not good. They have Sharif Cooper, Jabari Smith, Walker Kessler, and Isaac Okoro. To win Colorado Buffalo's team, they have Chauncey Billups, Derek White, Spencer Dinwiddie, Reese Walker, and Alec Burks. Over in the Western Conference, Kentucky beat out Duke for the 1 seed. They have Rondo, Booker, Cliff Hagan, Dan Issel, Anthony Davis, DeMarcus Cousins, John Wall, Jamal Mashburn, Kat, Shea, Louis Dampier, Bam Adebayo, Tyrese Maxey, Jamal Murray, and Julius Randle. They are stacked. Duke also a stacked team. They got Kyrie Irving, Grant Hill, Jason Tatum, Zion, Elton Brand, Carlos Boozer, Brandon Ingram, Corey Maggette, Jack Marin, Christian Laettner, Duke legend, Shane Battier, Paulo Banchero, JJ Redick, RJ Barrett, and Wendell Carter Jr. Kansas, a stacked team as well. They're the 3 seed. Oh, and I didn't mention we do not have North Carolina or teams like North Carolina or Texas in here. That's kind of a bummer that this roster creator didn't include those teams, but it is what it is. Here's Kansas. They got JoJo White, Paul Pierce, Danny Manning, Joel Embiid, Wilt Chamberlain, and Andrew Wiggins, along with other guys. A lot of good players here on their team. LSU has Pete Maravich and Ben Simmons, Bob Pettit, and of course the great Shaq Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Houston, also a very good team here. They got Damon Jones, Otis Birdsong, Clyde Drexler, Elvin Hayes, and Akeem Olajuwon. He was a 99 there. Yeah, I just noticed that. Yeah, Akeem Olajuwon's a 99. We got Louisville with Donovan Mitchell, Junior Pridgeman, Wes Unseld, Scary Terry, and Montrezl Harrell. And they also have Gorgie Jang. He's a Louisville legend. Georgetown Hoyas, highlighted by, of course, Patrick Ewing, Sleepy Floyd, and Allen Iverson. Dikembe Mutombo, Alonzo Mourning, and Roy Hibbert. The Yellow Jackets of Georgia Tech have Mark Price, Kenny Anderson, Dennis Scott, Thad Young, Chris Bosh, Stephon Marbury, Derek Favors, and Grand Theft Jose Alvarado. Florida State, they got a very solid squad with Sam Cassell, Malik Beasley, Devin Williams, Scotty Barnes, Dave Cohens, Jonathan Isaac, Charlie Ward, the quarterback and basketball player, Patrick Williams, and Terrence Mann as well. DePaul, they got a pretty solid team. They got Quentin Richardson, Mark Aguirre, and George Mikan. Also Max Strus, good player for the Heat. The Iowa Hawkeyes have B.J. Armstrong and Keegan Murray highlighting their team. They did not make it. They were the first team to not make it. Baylor didn't make it. They have Davion Mitchell, Torian Prince, Jeremy Shohan, Vinnie Johnson, and Royce O'Neal. Kansas State has Mitch Richmond, Ronaldo Blackman, Rodney McCruder, Wes Iwundu, and Dean Wade. Iowa State has Monty Morris, Jeff Hornacek, Tyrese Halliburton, Georges Niang, and Kogo Batadze, who, didn't actually play for them. I just put him on their roster. Marcus Fizer, who's their center. There's no injuries in this, so I don't know why they played Goga. And then Boston College, they're pretty terrible. They have Reggie Jackson and Jared Dudley. Actually, they're awful. They won 2 games. So those are the rosters. Let's get into this tournament here. The first game is the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets taking on the Georgetown Hoyas. And then we got the Blue Demons and Seminoles fighting Illini and Golden Eagles and Gators and Bulldogs. And the Hoyas are winding up this victory here in the first game of the tournament. See if they actually take a shot, or if they take a shot clock violation. Ray Hibbert to Mourning. Alonzo Mourning with it. It's looking like they're just going to dribble it out. Now AI is going to shoot a mid-range, and he puts it in. Allen Iverson with a pretty mid-range stroke there. And now the game's about wrapping up. Georgetown is going to win this game 106-94 unless Georgia Tech makes one more bucket. And Marbury pulls up. He misses, and that's going to do it. Hoyas winning the first game of the tournament. Congrats to them. AI and Marbury fist-pumping there at half court. Allen Iverson did lead his team in scoring with 33 points. Also had 3 steals, 2 rebounds, and an assist. He shot 12 for 18 from the field, 4 for 6 from 3. That's a pretty shot there. For the Yellow Jackets, Mark Price had 28 points, a rebound, 8 assists, and a steal. Chris Bosh with 22, 8, and 3, as well as 2 blocks. Marbury had 21 points for them as well. And DePaul here, in a bit of a surprise, is up by 20 on FSU with 40 seconds to go. I would call this an upset for sure, as Strickland misses the 3. I mean, they're on the road, too. Yeah, I would have expected FSU to be winning by 20 right now, not DePaul. The Blue Demons are going to pull this off, man. That's something else. Scotty Barnes misses the pull-up. He got robbed right there. Quentin Richardson with the ball. And DePaul can just dribble this out. See if they do. I mean, are they going to shoot? They're going to alley-oop it to Quentin Richardson for the dunk. Staying aggressive. Get some good gameplay here in these first couple tournament games. Sam Cassell with it. And we're going to have our first upset of the tournament here as the DePaul Blue Demons are going to knock off the Florida State Seminoles 107-85. This is a bit of a shocker, that's for sure. But anything can happen in March, as they say. Scotty Barnes did lead Florida State in scoring in the loss with 13 points. Quentin Richardson led the way for the Blue Demons with 20. Mark Aguirre had 15 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. George Mikan with a double-double. Really good stuff here from DePaul as they move on here in the play-in tournament. Marquette takes down Illinois here in convincing fashion, 125-100 in the third game of the tournament. Dwayne Wade and Jimmy Butler and Doc Rivers all scored over 20 points. Kendall Gill and Don Ollie scored over 20 for the Illini. And Georgia here is dominating Florida. They're going to head home with the victory here. They're up 111 to 79. Really expected more out of the Gators here. Surprised they didn't put up more of a fight here against the Georgia Bulldogs. Georgia's just a way better team here than the Florida Gators. This team never even won a national title either, and Florida has. So that's going to do it. 111-79. The Georgia Bulldogs knock off the Florida Gators, their neighbors to the south. Caldwell Pope and Contavious Caldwell Pope and Dominique Wilkins have 23 apiece. 14 for Anthony Edwards. Bradley Beal had 18 points for the Gators. Jason Williams had 14. There we go, 2K camera. Anyways, I found a webcam in my closet and decided to haul it out and get it working. And I'm using it for this video, so why not? Jeez, they finally get Georgia Tech finally gets a rebound there off of that miss. Swing it out, Mark Price. He's pulling up for three. Mark Price buries the triple for the Yellow Jackets. And that sinks the dagger into these Blue Demons. Their run is going to come to an end here, unfortunately, in March Madness. Corbin for three. No. They get a rebound. George Mikan, he is fouled by Chris Bosch. That was his third. DePaul running a play here. Getting it inside to George Mikan. They kick it back out to Corbin. Bulls for three. Now rebound court is in. 8 seconds left. DePaul is just wasting time at this juncture. And that's going to do it. Georgia Tech comes away with a 92-76 victory over the Blue Demons of DePaul. Mark Price led the way for DePaul with 22 points, 7 assists, and a steal. Max Strus had 15 for DePaul, 14 points for Quentin Richardson. Let's see. Oh, and I didn't even notice Chris Bosch had a nice double-double there, and 3 steals for the Yellow Jackets. All right, guys. Last game here of the play-in. Georgia taking on Illinois. Illinois is up 87-84. It's a tight one here. 1:50 to go. Caldwell Pope with the ball inside Dominique Wilkins, who misses. That's a big miss. Good stop by Illinois. Ayo Dosunmu with the ball. Dosunmu to Liberty. Top of the key. Georgia defending well here. They're looking for a stop. 5 to shoot. Luther Head with it. 2 to shoot. They got a pull. Liberty misses. Rebound Dominique Wilkins. Anthony Edwards with the ball. Back to Wilkins. He's leading with 29 points. I checked the box score before the game. He's the game leader, and a block right there is that Don Ole? Blocked by Don Ole. Inside to Ron Harper. Outside Ayo Dosunmu. No, that was Liberty with the block. Anderson with it. Passes it to Liberty for the dunk. 89-84. And it's looking good for Illinois. They're trying to get the 8th seed in the tournament. Playing their way in. Timeout, Georgia Bulldogs. Player of the game is Don Ole for Illinois. He was not the guy that got the block. But yeah, Don Ole, 19 points, 7 for 10 shooting for the Illinois Illini here. And another timeout for Georgia. Yeah, whatever. I don't know why they called it. They're just burning timeouts here. For no reason. Or that one was burned for no reason. Don't know why they called back-to-back timeouts. For some reason, Darius Baisley is in the game for Dario Saric. Oh, 2K in your subs. Yeah, that should not be the case. And that bucket's good. It's 89-86. Georgia's still in it. Still looking good for Illinois here, especially if they can score. Georgia's playing tight defense. They're going ISO here. Harper with it. Liberty the ball. There's a wide open man. And Anderson, he scores. That's going to probably wrap this game up. And the Illinois Illini do hang on for the victory here. Ooh, it got close. 93-91. Very close game. Don Ole finished with 19 points. to lead the Illini, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Johnson with 19 points, 3 rebounds, 15, 7, and 4 assists for Kendall Gill, I believe that is. And then for the Georgia Bulldogs in a losing effort, Dominique Wilkins has 36 points, 9 boards, 3 assists. Caldwell Pope with 14 points. So Illinois is now moving on as Georgia is eliminated. We got our first real upset here in the tournament. I mean, not counting that one DePaul had, and the Illinois win over Georgia wasn't really an upset, but you could call it that, as Arizona State is has beaten up on Gonzaga here. They're up 111-83. Game winding down here, 46 seconds to go. Jalen Suggs going to the line. Nearly had the and one there. Yeah, I really thought Gonzaga was going to win this in convincing fashion, but it's the other way around. ASU is up big here as they're bringing in their bench guys. Yeah, guys that didn't even go to Arizona State are now in the game. Suggs goes 2 for 2 from the line. We got Josh Christopher, Marjan Beauchamp. I think that's Juancho Hernan-Gomez. I had to sign guys to fill up this roster. I wanted to sign real guys. So those are the guys we signed. Their Arizona State their transfers to Arizona State. Beauchamp misses the 3. Brandon Clark the rebound. Here's Jalen Suggs with it. Joel Ajayi for 3 hits it. Gonzaga gets to 88 points. Yeah, that is going to do it for this game. Arizona State is going to win this one in convincing fashion, getting the first upset here outside of the play-in tournament. They're up 111. They're going to win it 111-88. Big win here for the Sun Devils. Unfortunately, Gonzaga is getting bounced early in this tournament. Jalen Suggs led the way in a losing effort for Gonzaga with 23 points. And then Joe Caldwell had 23 points for Arizona State. James Harden had 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 10 assists. Now, we got another blowout here. Cincinnati is up 103-83 on the Arizona Wildcats. Bearcats are just that good, apparently, with Oscar Robertson, Lance Stevenson, Nick Van Exel, and company. And the Bearcats are going to win this game, 103-83. Lance Stevenson actually led the Cincinnati Bearcats in scoring with 26 points. He also had 4 rebounds, 9 assists, and a steal. Oscar Robertson with 20 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists. Kenyon Martin had 15 points, 10 boards, 4 assists. For Arizona, Andre Iguodala led the way with 17 points. Richard Jefferson with 13 and 12 for Damon Stoudemire. Gilbert Arenas only had 9. He was 2 for 6 from the field. Gil, you can take more shots, man. It's okay. You should know Gil takes more shots. But anyways, on to the next game. We got a close one here, folks. Kansas is clinging to a 102-100 lead with 2 minutes left here against Villanova. Wilt Chamberlain against Louisville. They were pounding it inside with Wilt. I don't know why he didn't take that. Wilt is fouled by Wes Unseld. That's quite a matchup there. Wes Unseld going up against Wilt Chamberlain. And he hits the first free throw, putting Kansas up by 3. That's a big make. Louisville's going in with a whole new group here. We've got Terry Rozier, Junior Bridgman in. They're not a whole new group. They're just changing up their guys. Let's see. Oubre and Wiggins are out for Kansas. Danny Manning is in. Wiggins moves to the shooting guard. Chamberlain misses the second, rebounded by Ellison. Junior Bridgman, Milwaukee Bucks legend, has the ball. Got his number retired by the Bucks. Let's see what Louisville comes up with here. They're going to drive, spin move with Bridgman, and Bridgman gets the quick 2. Bringing Louisville closer. Was quite a play. JoJo White has it for Kansas. He'll bring it up. Spin move. He almost went out of bounds. He's going to pound it inside with Chamberlain. That's a great idea. He misses. Good defense by Ellison. Griffith with the ball. Actually, not sure if that's how you pronounce his name. They're swinging it around is Louisville. Bridgman will take it in. Bridgman misses. Great defense there by Danny Manning, the Hall of Famer. Andrew Wiggins, Manning. JoJo White is fouled by Griffith. Kansas can extend their lead to 3 again with these free throws. Minute 18 to go. That one's no good. JoJo White misses. These free throws are going to be key down the stretch. Can't be missing them if you're either side. That one hurts for Kansas. They're up by a deuce, so Louisville has a chance to tie or take the lead. If I were them, though, I would definitely try to tie it here. I don't think they should go for the 3 just yet. Great defense there by Kansas, and yeah, great defense. Good help there. Joel Embiid and Danny Manning, man. It's filthy. JoJo White has it. He's swarmed. Under a minute to go. Into Chamberlain. He's bodying up. Can Wilt Chamberlain score? Hits his guy in the air, and one. Wilt Chamberlain. That's the 4th personal for Ellison. That was a huge make there for Wilt Chamberlain. Yeah, they're riding him, that's for sure. It's a great strategy to ride Wilt, for sure. Now if you're Louisville, you need a 3. I don't know if they're going to take the 3, though. Louisville, you need a 3. What are you doing? They're going ISO 1-on-1. Danny Manning and Junior Bridgman, who's fouled. That's the 3rd on Manning. So Bridgman will shoot 2. You gotta make these both. Gotta make both of these if you want a chance. Unless they're trying to intentionally miss and rebound the second. First one, ooh, rattles in. Thought it was gonna miss. Bridgman, gotta have this one. Unless you're trying to go for the rebound, but I don't think they're going to with Wilton and Embiid in the game for Kansas. And he hits the second, so now you need a stop here. Down by 3. Let's see if Louisville can get a stop. It's going to be hard, though, with these great players out here, and Wilt Chamberlain scores 109-101. Kansas, it is looking great for Kansas. Wilt is dominating. Timeout, Cardinals. Player of the game is Joel Embiid for Kansas. Let's see what kind of night he's having. He has 21 points. He's 8 for 9 from the field. Wow, he's dominating, too. But they've been going to Wilt down the stretch here, which I do like. Louisville gets the inbound to Terry Rozier. Rozier with it. He pulls up for a long 2. That's a mistake right there. You got to get behind the 3-point line. And yeah, Kansas is going to secure this victory. It was a close one. Yeah, they're going to play the foul game now, but Kansas will secure it. JoJo White misses the free throw. Paul Pierce in the game for Andrew Wiggins. Second one good for White. It's a 110-104. Kansas lead. That's probably what they're going to win by unless Bridgman hits this 3. Nope. And Kansas is going to secure this victory. They foul again. Let's see, Louisville subbing. Jordan Warren's coming in. Hey. And subs for Kansas. Mario Chalmers is in. White good on the second. Terry Rozier's got it. McCray for 3. Nope. And Kansas secures the victory over Louisville. 112-104. Joel Embiid led the way for Kansas with 21 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 8 for 9 from the field, 2 for 3 from 3. Paul Pierce had 20 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 7 for 10 field goals, and 2 for 4 from 3. Andrew Wiggins hit both of his threes, 7 for 8 from the field, 17 points. How did Chamberlain do? Chamberlain had 10 points, 12 rebounds. Yeah, he dominated. I don't know why he's taking threes, but yeah, he had a dominant performance for Louisville. Donovan Mitchell had 25 points. Did he foul out? No, he didn't. I don't know why Donovan Mitchell wasn't in the game at the end. Junior Bridgman had 20 points, also to help, also for Louisville in the L. The Houston Cougars and LSU Tigers are locked in a close game, too. It's 91-90, 2:50 to go. This is at LSU's stadium here. I still like Houston in this game, though. They have a really good team. But LSU can ride Shaq here, and they got him in the game. I'm sure they will ride him. Stromile Swift with the ball. Davis with it. Watford, they're swinging it around. Bob Pettit pulls up. And he misses. Clyde Drexler, the rebound. I mean, I like Olajuwon and Drexler, man. This Houston team is tough. Inside to Anderson for the slam. Big time dunk for the Cougars as they take a 3-point lead now. Timeout, LSU Tigers. Got the Golden State Warriors blimp. This is supposed to be the Warriors. LSU is the Warriors. Clyde Drexler, player of the game. 26 points, 10 for 12 from the field in this one. Ben Simmons is in for LSU. I don't know if he was in before. He goes to Shaq. Shaq to Simmons. Simmons inside, and he's fouled, plus the buckets for Ben Simmons. He can tie it up if he can make this free throw. Ben Simmons is very good in this game, so he can definitely help LSU win this for sure. He's better in 2K than he is in real life. He hits the free throw. Timeout Houston. 2:06 to go. Might be the best game so far. Pistol Pete is in for LSU too. Yeah. Tari Eason too is in. So it is Houston ball here. They're looking to take the lead back. LSU trying to get a stop. Inside to Olajuwon. Olajuwon versus Shaq. And Olajuwon gets the better of Shaq as he scores inside. He's got Akeem has 14 points in 26 minutes. Inside Shaq. Shaq bodying up Akeem. Shaq, he'll score. Back and forth we go. We've got a battle of titans here between Olajuwon and O'Neal. Jones with it. Inside Akeem. Akeem scoring again. Houston back on top. 97-95. This is insane. Abdul Rauf with the ball for the Tigers. Inside Shaq. Shaq versus Akeem again. Shaq misses! Oh man. That's a big stop there for Olajuwon in Houston. They needed that one. Another bucket here. It's going to be pretty tough for LSU to win. They're going back to Olajuwon. Olajuwon, fade away. Misses! Oh, so close. In and out. Pete Maravich with it. Pistol Pete. Dish into Abdul Rauf. Inside Shaq. He puts it in. Shaquille O'Neal ties the game for LSU. Surprising. He should have threw that down. Come on, 2K. Shaq Diesel's got to throw that down. I would have gotten more excited then. Olajuwon faking. He's looking. He finds Jones. Back to Olajuwon. Olajuwon, tough shot over Shaq. That was great defense by Shaq. Pete Maravich bringing it up. Pete Maravich faking. Out to Abdul Rauf. Inside Simmons, who's fouled. I thought that was a block. Fouled by Olajuwon. Ben Simmons going to the line for LSU. He has 11 points. He's hit all 3 of his free throws. And the announcer's jinx kicks in. Ben Simmons misses his free throw. I jinxed Mr. Simmons. Can he hit the second one? There's a good chance he will. And he does. 1 for 2 at the line for Ben Simmons. LSU up by 1. That was a huge miss there. That gives Houston the opportunity to pull ahead. I mean, they would have had an opportunity. And Olajuwon hitting the fadeaway. Timeout LSU. Houston up 99-98. Big time shot for Akeem Olajuwon. Clyde Drexler's happy. And Ben Simmons will be the inbounder here for LSU. He gets it into Abdul-Rauf. Abdul-Rauf spins. Inside to Shaq. We got the Shaq-Olajuwon matchup once again. Shaq gets position blocked by Akeem, but then the rebound and the throwdown by Shaq Diesel. Big time rebound and slam for Shaquille O'Neal to put LSU up 199 with 17.7 to go. And Houston finds themselves down by 1 with 17.7 to go. What are they going to do? Will they go to Olajuwon, who has been the hot hand here, offensively and defensively? Or are they going to go to Drexler? They go into Olajuwon. Olajuwon fouled by Shaq. Great foul. Shaq's going to make Akeem earn it from the line. And Akeem, the first one is no good! Oh boy. Best they can do is tie it here. Bo Outlaw's coming out. And we got Elvin Hayes, I believe, is in the game for the Houston Cougars. 5.5 seconds to go. Olajuwon, need to hit this to tie it. And he calmly sinks the second. It's tied at 100. Both teams missing free throws here at the end of the game. Chance for a game winner here for LSU. Pull up three. It's no good. We're going to overtime. That was a solid shot. Didn't quite go in. And overtime between Houston and LSU. First OT game of this tournament. You get to see more Olajuwon and Shaq action. This is going to be great. Been a good one so far. Start of OT here, 100 to 100. Quite the game here. We got a 4-minute overtime because the quarters are 10 minutes. And LSU and Shaq win the tip. Ben Simmons has it. They have the same lineup out here. Does LSU. Pete Maravich has it. Inside to Bob Pettit. And he's fouled. Draws the foul on Hayes. His third. Pettit will hit the first free throw. Bob Pettit has 14 points and 7 rebounds on the night. I think make that 15 with that free throw. And Pettit goes 2 for 2 for the Tigers. Drexler's got it here. He's been the player of the game so far for Houston. Passes it to Birdsong. Hayes has it. Hayes will shoot. Good defense there by Bob Pettit. Then Simmons up the floor. Simmons the spin. Simmons inside and he throws it down. Why doesn't he do that in real life? Ben Simmons with a major slam dunk. It's that facial. Houston back with it now. Olajuwon has it. Way outside the arc. Otis Birdsong. He drives on Maravich and Otis Birdsong hits the jumper. Abdul-Rauf bringing it up for LSU. Ben Simmons has it. Back to Rauf. Back to Simmons. Simmons faking. Over to Shaq. Shaq has 5 to shoot. Shaq will give it to Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons 1 to shoot. And he misses. Rebound Abdul-Rauf and he throws it down. LSU up 106-102. Another dunk for the Tigers. And Houston finds themselves down by 4 now. Need a bucket here. Who are they going to go to? They're going to go inside Elvin Hayes on Bob Pettit. Elvin Hayes will dish it out. Birdsong. Offensive 3 seconds on the Cougars. That's a killer right there. That one goes against Elvin Hayes. And LSU can try to put this game away here on this possession. Houston though still in it if they can get a stop. Bob Pettit fouled by Hayes, his 4th. Bob Pettit hits the free throw. And Pettit hits the second. So I simcasted ahead a little bit. Houston now has the lead, 109-108. They've come back in the simcast. So when I wasn't watching, of course, Houston comes back. Great defense. They get a stop right there. 120 to go here. And Jones has the ball. I wonder if I can see possession by possession. I don't know. I'll have to see if I can. Those parts I missed. Olajuwon fouled and one! Naz Reid, for some reason, is in the game. And that's a horrible mistake right there. Fouling Akeem Olajuwon on a drive inside, and he puts it in. Olajuwon can put his team up by 3. Houston with a comeback here. They were down 8 just a minute ago. Or 6, I think so, yeah. And that's good. There's 109 to go. LSU, how do you respond? They need a response. They're going into Shaq. Shaq fouled. He could not get the and one. That would have been huge. Let's see how bad Shaq is from the line in this game. Oh, he hit that one. Okay, Shaq hits the first. Shaq has 4 blocks tonight, 15 points. Second one is good. Shaq hitting 2 free throws to put LSU within 2. A minute left. I should have just wrote out the sim, man. I wanted to skip ahead because I thought like LSU was going to pull away, but they did not. Houston actually has the lead. They came back. Drexler pounding it inside. Drexler, yes, or Olajuwon, not Drexler. Olajuwon again. I'm guessing Olajuwon's the one that led the comeback. Jeez, he's been insane. They're going to Shaq. 34 seconds left. Inside. Shaq will miss, and that's a big miss. Otis Birdsong has it. Fouled by Maravich. That's probably going to do it. Probably going to do it. And he hits the first. And Houston does pull out the victory here. 116 to 113. Bob Pettit leads the way for LSU with 20 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists. For the Cougars, Drexler had 26 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Olajuwon with 24 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 7 blocks for Akeem Olajuwon. Wow, and he shot 10 for 19 from the field. Drexler was 10 for 13 and 3 for 4 from 3. That was a great game. I should have wrote out like the overtime that minute and a half of overtime where Houston came back. But I'm guessing Olajuwon just dominated there. It wouldn't show me in the scoring summary what happened for some reason in the time that I missed. And Indiana's gonna knock Marquette out of the tournament. They're having a dominant performance. Tim Van Arsdale hits the 3. Tony Smith is in the game for Marquette and Dwayne Wade. Good old Tony Smith. I listen to him on the radio. Jim Collins has it. Tony Smith, come on. I want to see a Tony Smith bucket. Tony Smith to Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade, the fadeaway. That's good. Dwayne Wade. What a shot by Mr. Wade. But it's going to be all for naught here as the Indiana Hoosiers are going to defeat the Marquette Golden Eagles. 99-85. That's a bummer. I did get to see Tony Smith in the game, though, so that's cool. I listened to a radio show where Tony Smith is on. It's pretty entertaining. It's called Homer and Tony. If you want to go check it out, it's on Apple Podcasts. That's a local Wisconsin sports radio show. Congrats to the Hoosiers for taking down Marquette. There's Victor Oladipo right there. For Indiana, Tom Van Arsdale leads the way with 22 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, an assist, a steal, and a block. What a stat line. And a turnover, wow. 6 for 16 from the field, 4 for 11 from 3. I think that was Tom that hit that 3, not Tim. Calbert Chaney with 17 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Isaiah Thomas with 15 points, 2 rebounds, 9 assists. Is that Thomas Bryant? It's Thomas Bryant. Okay, he had a good game. And then the other Van Arsdale had 9 points, 3 boards, 3 assists. What did Victor Oladipo do? He had 6 points. He had a couple threes. And then for Marquette, Dwayne Wade had 25 points, 13 Jimmy Butler, 10 for Doc Rivers, and 3 threes for Steve Novak. Tony Smith had 8 points. Look at that. 4 for 8 from the field. He also had 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. We got a kind of close game here between Cal and Illinois. Cal's up 88-83. Surprised that Illinois is in this game. I thought Cal was going to blow them out. And Illinois has the easy bucket. Where's the defense there? It's a 3-point game. Darren Williams with a nice finish for the Illini. Well, the Illini are going to need to get a stop here on this Cal Golden Bears team. Illinois is the 8th seed, too, so this would be a huge upset if they could beat Cal. Number 1 seed on their side of the bracket. They're not the number 1 overall seed, though. That is Kentucky. Stolen by Illinois. They get a stop. Darren Williams has it. Darren Williams is fouled. Nice. Good attack there on Kevin Johnson. So I would be actually kind of happy if Illinois won this. That'd be cool. I know some people from Illinois who would like to see them win. That's for sure. One of my roommates is from Illinois in college, so he'd be happy with this. Darren Williams hits both free throws. Timeout Cal. The Illini are in the bonus too, so they should just keep attacking the paint for sure. Player of the game is Jaylen Brown for Cal. It's not really a surprise. He has 26 points, 11 for 18 from the field, 50% shooting overall. Illinois looking to get another stop here. Under a minute to go. Let's see if they can do it. Johnson with it. He kicks it to Jaylen Brown for 3. Jaylen Brown misses. They can't get a board. And Poe misses. Now they get the board. Okay, Illinois got kind of lucky there that Cal missed. Darren Williams 3. No. That was a little premature. I thought they were going to attack the paint. Johnson inside. He's fouled by Darren Williams. His second foul.
Second personal foul. Fifth team foul.
Kevin Johnson at the line. Yeah, I'm really surprised Darren Williams pulled up there. And I kind of forgot Darren Williams was on this team. He played for the Illini. First free throw was good. Cal looking to go up by 3. And they do. So now I think Illinois needs a 3. Or they got to attack the basket and get an and 1. Let's see. You could go for the 2 here. Fighting Illini, call a timeout. Trying to draw up a play. Well, let's see what they come up with here. Luckily that wasn't a backcourt violation. Jeez. They were right on like the backcourt line. Sometimes 2K calls that. Inside Don Ole, he hits. It's a 1-point game. Timeout Cal. Sampson to inbound for Cal. Gets it to Kevin Johnson, who is fouled immediately by Darren Williams, his third personal.
Personal foul. Team is in the penalty. Shooting for California. Kevin Johnson. 2 shots.
Kevin Johnson hits the first. Kevin Johnson goes 2 for 2. Now I think you hold it here and you hit the 3 to tie if you're Illinois, definitely. Let's see if that's what they do. Don Ole with it. Kendall Gill. Don Ole. Oh, misses. That's probably going to do it. They foul. That's definitely going to do it. Especially if he hits this free throw, that's it. Jaylen Brown at the line. Yeah, he's going to probably hit these. Yeah, he hits the first. Clutch free throw by Jaylen Brown. This is just a cherry on top here. Man, Illinois, so close to winning. Can't believe it. They almost pulled off a monumental upset in this game. But Cal is going to hold on in this one. Kendall Gill for 3 misses. Very close. The Golden Bears, though, do hold on to win this 94-289. Great effort by Illinois. Hats off for them for this effort, but Cal is moving on. Jaylen Brown does lead the way for California with 28 points. Kevin Johnson with 17. And then for Illinois, Darren Williams stars in this one with 15 points. Don Ole had 13. Brian Cook and Luther Head also had 13 points. We got a tight game here. Duke had to come back in this one. They are up at the moment, 87-85. Georgetown putting up a great fight here. Allen Iverson takes it in to tie it. slithering his way in. This would be a heck of a matchup if it happened in real life. If you took all of the Duke legends and put them against the Georgetown legends, that would be amazing. Kyrie Irving inside, he lays it in to put Duke up 2. Georgetown, you gotta play some defense here. Come on now. AI with it. There's Greg Monroe. AI again. AI scores easily, just knifing his way through the defense. Just no defense being played here down the stretch for either team. Offensive players going off. Kyrie Irving in that number 8, trying to sauce up AI. And Kyrie faking. Brandon Ingram has it. Ingram back to JJ Redick. He misses the 3. Omar Yurtsev in the rebound. Craig Monroe brings it up. Not the guy you want handling the ball. AI, that's you got to get it to. Roy Hibbert, he's fouled by Zion Williamson. His second personal. Puts Georgetown in the bonus. That would be something if Duke got knocked off by Georgetown and Allen Iverson here. We'll see. We'll see. Georgetown can get the lead back here if Roy Hibbert can hit these free throws. Hibbert hits the first. Substitutions for Georgetown. Sleepy Floyd is in the game. Alonzo Mourning at the power forward. Redick comes out. Zion, Ingram, and Martin. Tatum, George Hill. Zion moves to the power forward. I mean Grant Hill. Sorry, Grant Hill. It's not George Hill. It's Grant Hill. Roy Hibbert, 2 for 2 from the line. Kyrie Irving's bringing it up for Duke. Guarded by AI. Kyrie misses. Good defense. Zion with a great board, though. And he misses. Rebound there by the Hoyas. Green has it. I think that's Jeff Green. Jeff Green, risky pass to Alonzo Mourning, who misses. Zion the board. Up to Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum with the runner. Misses. Short. He got his own miss. Tatum will tie it up. Timeout Hoyas. Allen Iverson is the player of the game here for the Georgetown Hoyas. He's got 19 points. Gets it to AI. Looking to take over this game. Yeah. They're going ISO with AI. AI on Kyrie. He's looking to take the game winner. Are we gonna have our first game winner here in this game? Or of the tournament, I should say. They go to Green. Green, why is Jeff Green taking the shot? Going to overtime. Actually, I don't know. What the heck? It should have been AI, man. Second overtime game here of the tournament. Yeah, I'm going to ride the whole overtime this time. Not going to sim, unless the game's in hand. Welcome to the second overtime of this March Madness tournament in NBA 2K. Georgetown and Duke tied at 91. Very questionable shot at the end of regulation as Georgetown wins the tip. Mutombo gets it. Where's Patrick Ewing been at? That's what I'm wondering. They could be going to him. Mutombo has it. Mutombo is fouled. He'll go to the line. Fouled by Carlos Boozer. Dikembe has 9 points tonight, 4 for 6 from the field. Make that 10 as he hits the free throw. There's no injuries in this. Maybe he's just in foul trouble. Patrick Ewing. Not sure, man. Mutombo goes 2 for 2, giving Georgetown the 93-91 lead. At the Coach K court here, Grant Hill will take that shot. He'll miss. Rebound, Alonzo Mourning. Sleepy Floyd with it. Inside to Jeff Green, who lays it up and in around Tatum. Around and over Tatum. I did not know he went to Georgetown. He did, apparently. Grant Hill with it. He'll kick it to Jason Tatum. Contested 3. No. Rebound, Mutombo rips that ball down. AI, Jeff Green, 3. Jeff Green, no. Rebound there by Zion Williamson. Williamson out to Kyrie. Kyrie to Tatum. Tatum gets that fake, and he's rejected by Dikembe Mutombo. He says, no, no, no. Not in my house. Allen Iverson hits that shot. Georgetown with a commanding 97-91 lead here. Trying to upset Duke. Georgetown is kind of the king of upsets in college basketball. I mean, they're the first team to win an NCAA title as an 8th seed. As Kyrie hit that nice shot there to pull Duke within 5. Timeout Georgetown. 2:20 to go here in OT. Did they finally bring in Patrick Ewing? Yeah, they did. I think Patrick Ewing is in now. Sleepy Floyd. Mutombo fouled and won by Zion. Yeah, Patrick Ewing's finally in. Yes, Ewing and Mutombo on the floor at the same time. That's scary. That is actually really scary. I still think Duke can still definitely pull off a comeback, though. If you're Georgetown, you got to get all the points you can. There you go, Mutombo. And it's 100-93. I would think they're going to go to either Tatum or Kyrie here. Kyrie, the jumper, no. Rebound ripped down by Ewing. Jeff Green with it. Mutombo. Mismatch. He says, Boozer, you're too little. Patrick Ewing puts it up and in. And all of a sudden, Georgetown is up 102-93. The Duke Blue Devils not playing any defense here. I mean, they're doing their best, but they cannot slow down the twin towers of Patrick Ewing and Dikembe Mutombo. And they have Allen Iverson to contend with. He's been going off. Iverson, great moves. Iverson misses. Rebound Mutombo. Ewing with it. Ewing out to Iverson for 3. Air ball. And Ewing couldn't save it. It is the Blue Devils' ball. 1:28 to go. Can Duke mount a miraculous comeback? They already had to come back in this game. They got to try to do it again with very minimal time. My recording stopped. We're back in it. Boozer with it. 5 to shoot. Why did he not pass to Grant Hill? Jason Tatum misses. Another big stop by the Hoyas. Under a minute to go. And it is looking great. And it's looking like Georgetown is going to get the second upset of this tournament. After Arizona State had theirs against Gonzaga. I had to think for a minute. Arizona State upset Gonzaga. I mean, second of the non-playing tournament. We had some interesting games in the playing tournament, though, for sure. Carlos Boozer with it, being hounded there. Irving misses. Rebound AI, and they can just about dribble it out here. Can Georgetown? AI putting the handles on AI, adds a cherry on top. He scores, and Georgetown is going to win this game. They're up 104-93. 12 seconds to go. Grant Hill with it. Duke is going to be knocked out. Unbelievable. Grant Hill misses. And that is going to do it, folks. The Georgetown Hoyas take down the Duke Blue Devils. 104-93. This is a big upset right here. One of the Blue Bloods is out. Georgetown and Allen Iverson move on. Jason Tatum had 19 points for Duke in the L. 10 points, 10 assists for Kyrie Irving. And then for Georgetown, the player of the game, Allen Iverson, had 23 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal, and a block. Dikembe Mutombo had 14 points, 5 boards. Patrick Ewing had 12 points, 8 boards, a steal, and a block for the victorious Georgetown Hoyas. Alright, Kentucky here leading 93-86 over Georgia Tech. 1:49 to go. Georgia Tech looking to get the inbound. They do get it to Stephon Marbury. Mark Price has it. Chris Bosh inside. Chris Bosh with the hook shot. That's good. Guarded by DeMarcus Cousins there. He puts it in. Chris Bosch, guarded by Boogie. Chris Bosch gets Cousins in the air, and Bosch will miss this time. Solid defense though by Boogie. He did his best, and he stopped him. Rondo has it. Cliff Hagan with it. Back to Rondo. Rondo to Boogie. Boogie passes that out to Hagan. Rondo, 5 to shoot. Rondo gets a screen from Adebayo. Pulls for 3. Rondo misses. Not quite. Rebounded by Scott. Scott the spin move. Tough shot. No. And rebounded by Devin Booker. Rajon Rondo with it. Rondo inside. Finds Cousins wide open for the layup. As the Kentucky Wildcats are going to knock off the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets 97-90. Anthony Davis led the Wildcats in scoring with 17 points. He had 9 rebounds, an assist, and a block, too. Boogie Cousins had 16 points, 4 rebounds, an assist, and 2 blocks. John Wall had 14 points, a rebound, 2 assists, and a steal. For Georgia Tech, Kenny Anderson led the way with 16 points, a rebound, 5 assists, and a steal. Chris Bosch also had 16 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, a block. And then Mark Price, 12 points, 2 rebounds, 9 assists, and 1 steal. Let's see, we got Kentucky, Houston, Kansas, Georgetown, Cal, Cincinnati, and Indiana, ASU. This is kind of like the Elite Eight. Yeah. 118-88. Kansas wins in dominating fashion over Georgetown. JoJo White had 23 points for Kansas, along with 4 assists and 3 steals. Alonzo Mourning had 19 points, 2 steals, and a block. What happened to AI here? AI only shot the ball 6 times, and he had 8 points. What the heck? And ASU can dribble this out. They're going to get another upset here. They're going to knock off the number 2 seed in Indiana. What a job by Arizona State this tournament. And the final score here will be Arizona State 101, Indiana 93. Isaiah Thomas had 16 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals for Indiana. Joe Caldwell led the way for Arizona State with 24 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Harden had 18 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists. Hit a couple of threes. Oh, and I didn't even get a chance to hop into this game. I missed hopping in, but this was a blowout. There was no point in hopping into this one. Kentucky won 120-84. They blew out Houston. John Wall had 20 points. He made all of his shots. Jamal Mashburn was 17. Clyde Drexler had 21. 18 for Olajuwon. Yeah, Houston stood no chance against this Kentucky team. So now we've got Kentucky-Kansas Final Four matchup. Wow. And Arizona State is awaiting the winner of Cal and Cincinnati. Alright, Cal, Cincinnati here. Last game before the Final Four. It is 96-92. The Golden Bears have the lead. And a foul there by Lance Stevenson of the Bearcats. Cal wins. It sets up a Pac-12 showdown between Arizona State and Cal. So let's see what happens here. And we got that Kentucky-Kansas matchup to look forward to on the other side. That's going to be fun. That will be fun. I hope that one's a nail-biter. Both free throws good for Cal. Trying to finish off the Bearcats here. When I did this for the first time, when I did a test like sim with all these teams, Cincinnati did actually make it to the championship against Kansas, but they lost. Let's see what happened. They have a they do still have a chance in this game, but it's not looking good as they missed that 3. Kevin Johnson has it for Cal. Jaylen Brown with it. Inside to Chenier. He'll take it out. It's smart. Trying to waste as much time as they can. Cal almost got knocked out by Illinois in the first round, too. Rebound and a slam for Raheem. Rauf. Yeah, Raheem. Sharif Abdul-Rahim. I called him Abdul-Rauf. It's Sharif Abdul-Rahim. Yeah. He slams that in. I pronounced his name wrong. Sorry, guys, in the last game. And that one's good for Oscar Robertson. Very nice. That was a beautiful shot. Oscar Robertson is literally like God in this game. He's so good. And a turnover. Ooh, that was sloppy by Cal. Cincy, you got to go quick here. Big O with it. Big O pull up, and he misses. Rebound by Kenyon Martin. Kenyon Martin puts it in. And Cincinnati is down by 4 now, only. If they get a stop here, there's a chance they can come back. There might not be enough time, though. Double team. Johnson, you're not going to take that 3, are you? Okay. I would. Get the dagger. Pull with it, and they foul. As Cal takes the victory here, it actually was a 3-point game. 106-103. Ended up being a tight one at the end after I simmed the last 23 seconds. Kevin Johnson had 21 points to lead Cal. 24, Sharif Abdul-Rahim, 8 rebounds and 6 assists. For the Bearcats, Nick Van Exel had 24 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists, couple of steals. Oscar Robertson had 21 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, and a block. And Arizona State is 35 seconds away from heading to the national championship game. And, they threw it in the backcourt. Or they didn't get it in, I should say. 8-second violation. It's 105-91. Cal has an opportunity here to get closer, but they're most likely not. They're not going to be able to win this. Let's see, good defense there, and a foul. And, robbed. Absolutely robbed. Putting up the long 2, that's no good. And the Arizona State Wildcats are going to the national championship game. Wow, and they've won pretty much, I think, all their games on the road. Pretty sure, including the play-in tournament. Wow, ASU is going to the championship. They knock off Cal as well. Holy cow. 107-93 was the final. Jaylen Brown led the way for Cal at 24 points. 29 points for James Harden in this one. 19 points, 6 rebounds, 14 assists for Fat Lover. Good stuff there. Harden was 11 for 17 from the field with 6 for 9 from 3. Very good stuff there. Joe Caldwell had a nice game as well. Alright, big ticket game here. Kentucky, Kansas. The Wildcats do lead at 108-101 over the Jayhawks with 2.5 minutes to go. Let's see if Kansas can mount this comeback here, being down 7. They were leading throughout this game. Kentucky won the first and the third quarters. That third quarter being the catalyst for this Kentucky lead. 3-pointer, Kirk Heinrich, that's good. I think that was Kirk Heinrich. Yeah, he nails that 3. 4-point game. Timeout Wildcats.
Timeout Wildcats.
DeMarcus Cousins is the player of the game here for Kentucky. He's got 16 points, 7 for 9 from the field. Isel is in the game for Kentucky. Here's Boogie, player of the game. Guarded by Wilt. Wilt fouls Boogie Cousins. His 5th personal. He's 1 away from fouling out. Oh boy. Gotta be careful there with Wilt Chamberlain. 9 fouls with 2 minutes left. Or 5 fouls with 2 minutes left, yeah. I left the foul out at 6 just because those guys would be fouling out left and right. Didn't really want that. And he hit both free throws.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Kansas still has a slim chance in this one. Joel Embiid, spin, and he scores. Embiid with the bucket. 4-point game. Devin Booker, Rondo, up to Isel, guarded by Embiid. Embiid switching. Isel, the pull-up, and he hits it. Big-time shot for Isel of the Wildcats. Shooting percentage is very similar for both these teams. JoJo White, spin, nearly went out of bounds. Joel Embiid, fade away. Embiid hits. Joel Embiid, huge bucket there. But Kansas still needs some stops here if they want to come back. Pierce to Hagen. Or Rondo, I should say. I think that was Pierce. No, that was Rondo. What am I saying? Pierce is on Kansas. And a turnover. Oh boy, that was not good. That was not good there, Kansas. Sloppy turnover by the Jayhawks, leading to a foul, and free throws for Cousins. First one good. Kentucky now in the bonus. And the second one is good. 114-108. Wildcats looking to knock off the Jayhawks here. And go to the championship against Arizona State. Game would be at Rupp Arena. Kentucky wins. Embiid inside. He scores again. Embiid trying to keep his team in this game. Doing his best. Kansas, though, needs some stops. That turnover before was costly. It might be a 2-point game if they didn't have that. .43 seconds to go. ISO with the ball. Inside, Cliff Hagan. He puts it in. Great pass. Chamberlain being careful there because he doesn't want to foul out. And that might be the dagger right there. Very well could be the dagger. Inside to Embiid. And Embiid, he finally misses a shot. Chamberlain is going to foul out. He's out of the game.
Sixth personal foul.
So that brings in Scott Pollard. And Kentucky knocks off Kansas 118-114. They dropped 40 points in that fourth quarter. Anthony Davis leads Kentucky with 22 points, 2 rebounds, an assist, a steal, and a block. Cousins with 20 points, 6 rebounds. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with 13 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists, and a block. For the Jayhawks, Wilt Chamberlain had 19 points. He did foul out, as you guys saw. If I show it in the video, yeah, he fouled out. 19 points for Kirk Heinrich, 18 points, 12 assists for JoJo White, as well as 2 steals and a block. And Arizona State's miracle run in this tournament, as a Cinderella story, is going to come to an end. Kentucky is going to win this game. They're up 106-72, 47 seconds to go. I just want to say, this was really fun doing this tournament. I'm glad I put in all the work to change all these teams over to college teams. And whoever made this roster, shouts to you for making this for Xbox One. It was fun doing this. Oh, definitely fun. Also, on a side note, Arizona State hit a buzzer beater against Arizona last Saturday. The last Saturday in February it was. It was an awesome buzzer beater. That was fun to see. Lou Dort hits a 3 there. But yeah, I really enjoyed doing this. Yeah, this was fun to do. The team that's going to win it is a team I would expect to win it in Kentucky. So, yeah, this is fun. Seeing a team get in it that I didn't expect in Arizona State was pretty cool to see. They went from the play-in to the championship that they lose to the Kentucky Wildcats. They're just a stacked team. Them, Duke, and Kansas is very stacked in this. It's too bad they're all on the same side of the bracket, but it is what it is. And Kentucky comes out victorious in this national championship game. And there's Devin Booker holding the championship trophy. Congrats to the Wildcats. And the MVP went to John Wall. Interesting. The MVP of this game was John Wall. How was he the MVP? He had 15 points, shot 3 for 11 and 2 for 3. I don't know, man. Just really balanced scoring. It looks like for Kentucky. Maybe they should have given it to Louis Dampier. Look at that. Look at those numbers. Yeah, and that stash. Good stuff. Cat, Mashburn had a good game. Yeah, just really balanced scoring throughout. I mean, everybody on this roster scored points. Even Tyrese Maxey even got in 9 minutes. Look at that. For ASU, Joe Caldwell had 18 points, 12 for Lever and Harden. And Kentucky has won the championship after they dominated against Arizona State. John Wall wins the MVP on terrible efficiency. I mean, I think it's just because he was the leading scorer. That's probably it. But, yeah. Prime John Wall, the MVP. And that is going to wrap up my March Madness in college basketball tournament here. Here's the bracket once again. Congrats to Kentucky for winning it all. And hopefully you all enjoyed this little experiment that I did. It was a lot of fun to do. And yeah, hopefully you all have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye everybody, and see you next time.